Alrighty, people. I figured since these questions keep coming up, I will do a stream and stream my account.
Security is our priority.
Yeah, figured.
It's okay. We're okay.
All right. Now that we've got all that situated and quietened down, certain questions has been asked a few times about my opinions on things when it comes to Fallout 76 and stuff like that, and I was going to take a minute and address some of them. So as far as the game itself, don't really have many complaints. Well, not really. And I'll explain. Alright. Good game, good quality game. I've been playing it for quite some time. I've definitely put in quite a few hours on the game. Fully run through the entire story mode. Except for the last little bit of Burning Springs, which I am going to eventually do and stream. If I remember right, I think I did stream the the startup of the Burning Springs stuff. So I'll more than likely go ahead and stream the ending of it. But one thing I need to address before I get into a whole lot of details about what I think about the game itself and my thoughts is I've had to remove some comments where some people have said that they would like me to quit streaming this game because in their opinion it sucks and it ain't worth streaming and anybody watching. Well, guess what?
May I be
I enjoy streaming different games, not so much just to show off the game and point out little helpful things to everybody else who likes playing it, but it's because it's one of the games I enjoy playing.
Floating in space forever.
So, honestly,
Why?
simple solution for the ones that complain about me streaming Fallout 76. Turn it off and quit watching. Okay? That's pretty simple if you ask my opinion. If you don't like the game, don't watch my stream. Simple. Okay? No, Fallout 76 ain't perfect. It has its issues, and honestly, I'm a little tired of addressing that particular comment. So, please, if all you're going to do is spread negative stuff, please stay out of my comment section. Because I don't want to hear it. Nobody else wants to hear it. That's your opinion. And frankly, it's just old now. I stream these games because it's stuff I like streaming. A lot of people seem to agree with me, or a few people seem to agree with me. And I couldn't really care what some of y'all like or dislike or won't Because, well, I got more people that enjoy me streaming this stuff than not. So, guess what? I'm gonna keep streaming it. Now, some things I was going to put now that we finally got that out of the way. I'm so happy that that person decided to voice their opinion on what they think they can control me streaming or not. So, appreciate the comment. Now, please keep it to yourself. Now, we will get to some of the other stuff, like things I think Bethesda could have possibly done better. One, it's pretty clear that they overly nerfed a lot of the guns. Sorry, I cannot agree with how they set up some of these guns. Okay? Bethesda said they wanted realism. Even though I like Bethesda's games, I'm going to point out where they messed up. Well, my honest opinion is, what I am using right now, for prime example, just happens to be the Don Pedro. It's got a pretty decent high level of damage, okay? But, for example, half dead, almost dead Deathclaw here. Now it's completely dead. Alright? It should not take a 50 caliber with explosive rounds more than 4-6 rounds tops to drop that. Okay? I'm sorry. I don't care what the thing is. If a 50 caliber round will punch through just about anything, it'll certainly make pretty quick work of a Deathclaw. And I realized that Bethesda is trying to keep the game from being too easy and boring. Okay, perfectly fine, understandable. But trying to make sure I get my words correct here. Okay. As you can see, I mean, 50 caliber explosive round, okay? It ain't hardly budging that creature's health. It should be. Okay, now this is a 50 caliber muzzleloader. Anybody that knows what this firearm is knows the damage capability it has. And you can see on my screen, it's got a pretty good bit of damage. Again, barely moves their turtle's health. Okay, there's something wrong with that situation. Where I enjoy Bethesda's games, I love all the Fallout games. I've played a lot of them. but they greatly downgraded a lot of the guns. So, I get it. It's a giant turtle with a hard shell. Judging from its appearance, I'd say it's probably an irradiated snapping turtle of some kind. It's a 50 caliber. I'm pretty sure y'all get the point with that. Okay. Oh, before I swap out to a different gun, because I'm tired of waiting for the turtle to die with this. As you can see at the top of the screen right there, that tells everything I've done to this particular gun. Okay? So, if you want to know the exact legendary mod names I've put on it to possibly help you get your muzzleloader a little tougher, then just drop me a comment and I'll message you back. I'm not going to go into the full thing, but also if you look to the bottom right of the screen, you can actually see the names of them. I keep forgetting they put that up there. But that thing should be doing a great deal more damage to that set up that way. So, where, yes, I enjoy Bethesda's games, it does not necessarily mean I agree with everything Bethesda has done to some of the weapons. I don't agree that a lot of these weapons got nerfed the way they did. That, like I said, the one I was just currently shooting is that Don Pedro, and has explosive 50 caliber rounds in it. Even a turtle ain't going to hold up against that for very long. Not as long as that one did, at least. And another one I hear from a lot of people is the amount of breakage there is in a lot of these guns. Okay, and again, I have to agree with those people. The guns break a little too easily, especially ones like that muzzleloader and some of your more high-end type guns. No, I'm not going to bash Bethesda the entire thing here, and I'm not actually bashing Bethesda. I'm pointing out some of the things they possibly could have rethought. Excuse me. Some of my southern language coming out. So, as far as the game itself, though, I've always enjoyed playing 76. I enjoy cutting up, running around with the ones I run with. Even though normally when we all get together, we all act like we ain't got a lick of sense. But I do feel that addressing some of this stuff needs to be done. Now, eventually, they need to try to work on that, because we're honestly, as you saw with the turtle and those big death claws, we're starting to get some creatures in the game that are a lot tougher than just the standard ones in the main map, stuff like that. No, they need to turn up the dial just a little bit on some of these guns and turn down the breakage just a little bit. Like I said, yeah, I mean, it's understandable. They don't want the game to be boring. They want some challenge to it.
Something.
But if you're spending
you could hide.
a big chunk of your time grinding and hunting for stuff to fix stuff, then you're spending less time running the story and going through the missions and really exploring that stuff. Kind of takes the point out of having a story behind it. I mean, but again, just my opinions on things. I was also asked about the pretty much the question was asked to me about, well, how difficult is it to level up and get higher levels and stuff like that in the game? Actually, I've addressed this several times in my videos. And do the story, go through the challenge lists here. All of this, every bit of this, I have said numerous times, helps with the leveling up. It's easy to find that list. For me, since I am on a PS5, it may be different for the Xbox and the PC, because, well, I don't mess with it on those, so I don't know much about that. But for the PS5, you just pull up your map, hit the L1 button, go down to the challenges, and there it is. Now, as far as I know, now, again, there's a couple others that I, there's a couple others that I kind of, throw in as, references to, give out more information if, you need it. One of them is King Fan Man. He's from what I know, he's a PC player.
Rust to rust.
We won't hold that against you. And then, of course, there's a few others. I'm sure if you look up Fallout 76 videos on YouTube, you'll find them by all sorts of people. Just be a little warned that some of the people doing videos right now, they're a little scarred, and we'll just leave it at that. But since somebody asked me to really give my honest opinion of the game and what I thought of it, it actually is a really good game. It has greatly improved since it first come out quite a few years back. And believe me, I've been playing it since day one. So the adding of the NPCs and the map expansions, the ability to have your own personal underground shelter, honestly has improved on the game a great deal. Is it got glitches and buggy at times? Yes, it's an online game. I really can't think of any online game out there that doesn't have occasional crashes and a little buggy at times. Anybody that's messed with Grand Theft Auto knows that. Anybody that's played Red Dead Redemption online knows that.
Do I hear the
It's
prey? I heard something.
and for anybody wondering why I'm standing on top of a truck, okay, 50 caliber gun, big Red Hawk. Y'all have already seen the damage capability of this thing. It's not as good as what it would be in real life. So I'm not standing on the ground and going toe to toe with that thing without more support than what I've got at the moment.
Move the weaklings forward! Protect me!
Can't give up.
That's wonderful timing.
It'll take more than by all means. You make it
You're
weak.
done! Throwing bombs!
Ashes to ashes.
So, that being said, and I'm sorry that I paused. Kind of hard to talk to y'all about things and focus on who's shooting at me. Okay, now that it's a little quieter, and some of these people have finally shut up,
Come on. Break it.
I stand corrected. You always got at least one big mouth left hiding. If y'all ever come over to the chop shop in Burning Springs and you're wondering where the people are that's talking, go into Red Rocket, check the bathroom. The dum-dum's probably hiding in there. Oh, and don't forget the one that hides in the trailer. But anyway, back to the issue with the Red Hawk. 50 caliber gun should not have taken that many rounds to have dropped it. 3, 4 tops. Real life, if you've got a good enough shot, you can actually kill a wild boar with one shot. It's not as difficult as they make it on here. So, where, yes, I think Bethesda did a very good design with the game and thought it out pretty good. I think they could have done a lot better with the gun situation in the game. And if anybody is kind of new to the game and doesn't realize what in the world is going on, this is somebody had started a head hunt here, which is kind of like a public bounty hunt for a wanted person. So whenever those kick up, everybody just kind of gets together and chases and attacks the wanted person and whoever is with them. So
I gotta look out for Deathclaw eggs. The king would...
like I said, if you still hear a voice after getting everybody killed at the chop shop, go to the bathroom. There's always one hiding there. And please don't ask me why, because you might not like the comical answers you get if you ask why. Although I'm liable to give you some of those responses anyway. I mean, for all I know, maybe he had to go take a pee.
The Rust King demands strength!
I demand silence. What a weirdo. Almost looked like a Bumblebee wannabe. I thought we was playing Fallout, not Transformers. Anyway. But the most of the reason behind this particular stream, though, is because questions. Also got some questions about how it is some of the players are getting what seems to be some really OP, and that's overpowered weapons. Well, believe me, it's not because they're running bare weaponry. They've more than likely got 1, 2, 3, and 4-star legendary mods on it. It's also based off of what perk cards they're running. And where a lot of people, I'll go ahead and address this while I'm at it. A lot of people ask me my what perk cards I run. Well, I'll kind of tell you about it. I mean, I don't care if anybody knows what perk cards I run. But keep it as just a suggestion, because each person plays differently. So where one person might be a sniper type player where they do a lot of long range shooting, another one might be short range, or you may be the type that likes close quarters type melee stuff. It's going to be different for different people. So trying to base your perk cards exactly the same as somebody else's ain't a good idea. Um, now, Chicken Deathclaw. Apparently, they've come up with a new creature. And apparently, it also can skateboard. Ah. Yeah. Yep, that's my mistake. This is why you don't stay on the ground with the Deathclaws in Burning Springs. And thank you to the Bumblebee wannabe. Before anybody says anything, I actually know the person that's in the Bumblebee power armor, or at least they look like they're in Bumblebee. So don't worry, they're used to my harassing. All else fails, blow up a car next to it. See, that worked great. So, everybody say hello to Bumblebee. Although he looks about half rusted. Anyway, moving right along. I'm sure that person will have something smart alecky to say later. But like I was saying, as far as the game itself, I think Fallout 76 is a great game. I think they did a really good job. I think they could have left the map a little more expansion friendly. In other words, made it to where they could have easily added the other sections, like the Shenandoah National Forest, which is down in Virginia, and of course Burning Springs, which is in Ohio. There was a comment, and this is only rumor that I've caught a hold of, so don't quote me on this. Every time I say something like this, somebody tries to quote me on it, and then it always comes back and bites me later. So I'm going to straight up say, don't quote me on this. There was a comment made about possibility of part of Washington, D.C. being added. Again, do not quote me on that. I can't say that enough, because, like I said, every time I say something like that, somebody wants to quote me on it, and then I get about 1 million comments later about, well, what happened to this? Well, I did say don't quote me on that. So, right now, none of this stuff is something set in stone. The only thing I know absolutely for sure that is set in stone is that here soon, and I think it's going to be this month, since this is February 2nd, which, by the way, nobody asked me if the groundhog saw his shadow, because I don't know. I don't talk to the groundhog.
Corn is grown on every continent except one. Can you guess which
But
one that is?
if I understood right, the new update should be this month or next, and I'm going to say it that way because I'm not 100% sure. I just know that the next update and season swap over should be sometime soon. As far as exactly when, I'm not psychic. I don't work for the psychic hotline. If I did, I would have won the lottery by now, and then I wouldn't be trying to boost my YouTube channel. So, but when that happens, the events, for example, I can't remember the names of all the events, but some of the bigger events, like the one where you take on like the oh my lord, Cheap Squatch and stuff like that, they're supposed to be getting a random super boss, which means it will end up being either a Deathclaw, either Alpha or a Matriarch. I think one of the super bosses is supposed to be a large robot,
Friends,
and then of course
lend me your ears.
one of them will be a 4-star legendary Bigfoot. And
Let's journey into
if
the
you
world
haven't seen any of the videos that's going around of the PTS server for that, then Bigfoot shows up, you should duck a lot because, well, he carries a large club. So we do know for sure that that is on its way. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure if it's February or March when that's coming in. So I'm just going to say February or March. That way nobody comes to me and says, well, you said it was in February and it ain't here. Well, I didn't say that. So there you go. But again, to just address some of the things, there is a way to strengthen a lot of these guns. Okay, this particular one I'm running right now is actually an ultra sight laser. And that's about your best bet when it comes to getting something that's going to pack a punch, doing something with ultra sight or something like that. Now, according to some information, we are possibly going to be getting new plans coming and some new Under Armour. Now, like I said, according to some information that, again, don't quote me because I'm not getting lectured later about why it didn't show up. I'm just passing rumored information. But long ongoing disagreement when it comes to Fallout 76 and fans is definitely gun breakage and the strength of certain weapons. Okay, And I agree with some of those people. Okay, Bethesda kind of messed up when they decided to nerf a lot of our favorite Fallout guns from like Fallout 4 and stuff like that. The Gauss rifle is definitely one of them, and I fell off the cliff. So, everybody, since I mentioned Gauss rifle, okay, and I'm gonna go here and jump on this trailer so that I can talk and not get gored by a hog. Everybody realizes that Fallout 4, the Gauss rifle was pretty much the gun to it was pretty much your top of the line weapon in Fallout 4. Okay? It wasn't much that could rival it or match it. So, when 76 come up, a lot of us already knew the Gauss rifle was coming. That stirred a hornet's nest the size of the Empire State Building, because unfortunately it got nerfed greatly. And again, my opinion on this next comment, but a lot of the reasons some of these weapons got nerfed was not so much.
How long have we known each other?
Don't matter. Rust King says only the strong survive.
It's the rust. It burns. I just need some water, then I'm good. Please don't.
Sorry, I lost my train of thought for a second because of that. But, oh yeah, a lot of the reasoning, in my opinion, that the guns got nerfed like they did is because of the fact that at first, this game was full of PvP opportunities. Now, of course, that's been dialed back because, well, Fallout 76 was never meant to be a PvP game all the time. It was supposed to be a team survival type game. The PvP got a little out of hand. And then, of course, you had a lot of people complaining because people were able to get guns quicker than others that were ridiculously overpowered and could one-shot kill pretty much everything. And Bethesda dialed back a bunch of it. Trying to make things more equal. Well, in my honest opinion, that wasn't the greatest move on Bethesda's part. Where I don't mind an occasional PvP session, that stuff should be kept in like a side server. Now, they used to have one. It was actually Nuclear Winter. And
Stock up here before your next kill.
that I'm not so sure is going to end up coming back. I haven't heard anything about it coming back. It may, or they may come up with another PvP type
Get your rating
uh
supplies
server
here.
for the ones who like doing that.
I don't care.
Nothing wrong with a little competition. Me personally, I'm not much of a PvP player. And before anybody says, well, it might be because you always get killed. Actually, no. I just don't give a hoot if I challenge to prove that I'm the best in the game or not. Because to me, it just doesn't matter. So, basically, the information I've given out so far, because I'm going to cut this stream off here in a few minutes and go do something a little different. I'm actually hoping that a little bit later, once the rest of them get on, because actually some of them I usually run with are not on yet, or them, or maybe the game's just not telling me they're on. It does that sometimes. But I want to try to do a stream because every so often we will get a for lack of better phrasing, a herd of Deathclaws. And yeah, you heard me right, a herd of Deathclaws. I'm not talking about the 2 or 3 that's up at the golf course either. I mean like 6, 7, 8, and more. And they always seem to show up right around in this area here where this little intersection is in the road where my cursor is. And if you're looking to get some XP and like level up, go do that. Just try to have backup. That's a lot of Deathclaws for one person to take on. Just a suggestion if y'all are interested in that kind of thing. But hey, on some of the stuff I've said, like I said earlier, it's mostly just my opinions and my thoughts. And I know I'm kind of asking for some trouble with this, but for y'all that have actually played Fallout 76 and have been at it for a little while, give me your opinion in the comments below if you think I'm right on that the guns are too nerfed, or should they put in like another PvP server like Nuclear Winter, stuff like that. And I'm always interested in hearing what other people's opinions are too. Now, please, opinions, not rude, and I don't leave a comment and you sound like you decided to come on and be in jerk mode and leave comments, because those will more than likely get deleted and I won't even respond because it's just uncalled for. Right? Everybody's entitled to an opinion and a difference of opinion. I've always said that if we were meant to all think the same, we would have been born robots and with a internet cable hooked to our heads.
Nothing there. We can relax.
And don't remember any of us actually being born that way. But to be honest, I would like to know y'all's honest and honest opinions on that. Nothing wrong with a healthy debate as long as it's in reason and it's not starting some kind of weird argument that's just not necessary. But hey, people's comments and opinions are always welcome, and I actually wouldn't mind hearing if y'all agree that Bethesda should work on the strength of the guns and the amount they break, or a PvP type server again, or something. Hey, if enough of us get together and voice our opinion on it, maybe we'll get Bethesda's attention and they swap something around. But that's about enough of my mouth running. Hopefully y'all have enjoyed the stream and everything. Me, I'm gonna go raid my refrigerator. So, have fun, and be sure to leave a comment and share stuff like that. Y'all know the routine. Everybody else already says it all the time. Later.